the big local headline and see if y'all agree or disagree at 877-881-1053, truckwreck.com text line. When these different experts were asked which team had the worst offseason in the NBA, the Dallas Mavericks get called out in the list. They came in first with 6 total votes. Main sticking point, the loss of Jalen Brunson. Here's what the executive had to say. They lost him for nothing, then turned around and gave JaVale McGee a lot of money and traded for Christian Wood. So that's 16 points, 5 assists, 4 rebounds going to the New York Knicks. JaVale got 3 years, $17 million. He'll turn 35 this upcoming season. Averaged 9 and 7 last year. And then Christian Wood will be the big wild card to determine this year.
And I mean, most people know nothing about him.
Right.
You play in Houston. I had Derek Holland seats for this game last year, Sean.
Wow.
3rd row. And I saw the Rockets play against the Mavs. I could not tell you one thing about anything that I saw in that game. About any of those players. They all looked the same because they all looked bad. Every single one of them. So there's a whole lot of unknowns with Christian Wood. So I get that. I get the unknown. I get JaVale McGee. And then I get they lost Brunson for nothing. Was that the worst offseason in the West? How is that offseason worse than Utah's?
Right. Mavs got 6 votes, worst offseason. Hornets got 3. Nets got 2. Denver, Lakers, Timberwolves, Portland all just got 1. So that's it. Nets also received a couple of votes after the daily headlines for all the wrong reasons. And East Scout said it's absolutely the Nets. They're paying the price for the past 3 years. They handed their team over to these guys, and this is what you get. Lakers got a vote for worst offseason, largely for standing pat.
And did Utah got no votes?
Utah got no votes. Well, they lost Gobert.
Now they did recoup, but they did recoup draft picks.
They got a ton back.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of people think that Minnesota overpaid.
They probably did.
For a guy who doesn't score.
Okay, but see, I guess the exercise is, are you looking at this from a immediate return standpoint or the whole scope of everything? Like, immediately, like, Utah's worse this year.
No doubt.
The Mavs are not going to be in the West Finals probably because they overachieved last year to get there, but you never know. Maybe they are in the West Finals again this year. That said, are the Mavs worse going into next year than Utah is? I don't think they're worse off. I think Utah's worse off. So to me, they would be the one with the worst off season.
Who is
this year?
Who is the best player in the NBA right now? Giannis dominating the vote. 11 votes. Steph got 3, and LeBron got 1. Do you hear that, Gilbert Arenas and Charles Oakley, with your stupid criticisms of Giannis? Giannis crushing for the 2nd straight year, leading vote getter. Luka did not get one of these votes, though, for best player right now. Who will be the best player in 5 years? Giannis got 7 votes. Luka got 6 votes. Tatum got 2. Here's the argument. Luka is already an MVP-level talent who in 5 years will be just entering the prime of his career. It's hard to bet against him, said an East scout. There's some worries about whether he'll keep up with his conditioning, but I'm not betting on anyone over him in 5 years. And, of course, yesterday, the funny headlines coming out from this German paper before his international game. He was apparently smoking cigarettes and drinking Coca-Cola. So the legend of Luka continues to grow. And then there's Tatum getting consideration. Both the Tatum voters pointed to his status as one of the top two-way stars in the league. Someone said Luka did a hell of a job carrying that team this year, but the two-way wing creator score, you got to look at Tatum. 24, got that team to the finals, and it gives you something defensively that Luka likely never will be able to do. So in 5 years, Luka gets the second most votes, just one behind Giannis for best player in the NBA.
Okay, good. Very good. And that's right where he belongs. He's top 3.
Who will be the MVP this year? Now, this is different from who's the best player in the NBA because we know different things get factored. Like Jokic, he's going to have to do something insanely stupid
to win again.
To win a third straight MVP.
He's going to have to average like a triple-double from his spot.
Yeah.
You don't see that from his position on the floor.
Giannis got 5 votes MVP this year. Luka tied with Embiid. 4 votes apiece. Now, Steph, he got 3 votes for best player. He only got 1 for MVP. Got to take into account maybe games missed, load management, and Ja Morant got 1 vote. So Giannis with 5, Luka and Embiid got 4. And some of the reaction. Luka got 4 votes and mentions from several other panelists. The loss of Brunson was seen as a hit to their overall chances, but was viewed as a potential boost to his MVP hopes, a Western Conference executive. This is as wide open a field as you could possibly have because Giannis and Curry are back in the equation, but I'll take Luka. His numbers will be super high. Christian Wood will help. They're going to win 50-plus games. Losing Brunson stinks, but whatever Luka's usage was last year, which was already off the charts, it will only boost his chances. So that's the Luka input from this front office survey from ESPN.
Sooner or later, if he has a good start to the year, because if he finished, last year's start killed him. There was a case to be made at the end of the year that you could have said that it could be the MVP. If he gets rid of that bad, pre-Christmas, pre-January 1st kind of season that he had last year, there's no reason to think that this isn't a good MVP bet. Now, is it worth it with the low odds that he's going to get? Because he ain't going to be 30-1. Okay, he's not going to be 30-1. So is it worth the risk, or would you rather go and put it on somebody who has a little bit lower odds?